Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at the new XIAOMI Yi 4K and also the waterproof case. Stay tuned. So here we have the XIAOMI Yi Mark II 4K resolution. As you see, it's a new model, little different from the first one. I chose this color version black, but you can also find it, for example, in the color white. If we are looking at the top, we can see the on-off switch, we can see the speaker, we can see the stereo microphones on the top. If we go to the right side, we have nothing. To the left side, we have the USB port, that is a micro USB, and on the bottom you have a standard thread for your tripod. If we go to the bottom again, we can open the hatch here, and here you can see the battery. The battery lasts a couple of hours, even in 4K, so that is very good. I will pull it out. Here we have the battery, and the battery is quite powerful. I will leave information in the description below. We also have here the slot for the MicroSD card, and if you want to use 4K, I suggest you get, for example, this Samsung Pro, and this is the fastest model they have. It's called version 3, so that is important. We push back the SD card, we push in the battery again and close the lid. Now we will turn on the camera just by pressing the top. It starts immediately. It's very fast. What I like about this camera, of course, is the 4K, but also you have the touch screen. Here you have photo, you have timer, you have burst, you have video, even time-lapse video, slow motion, and if you scroll down, time-lapse photo, which I like, loop, and video plus photo. Time-lapse photo is very interesting. You can here select interval, 0.5 seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds, up to 60 seconds. If you want to take a time lapse, I recommend 5 seconds. And the nice thing with this camera, that it makes time lapse automatically in the camera. You don't need to have a video software to make the time lapse. You can also choose the resolution. The maximum is 12 megapixel, 4000 times 3000. We go back. We can also have metering mode. As you see, you have center here, spot or center. I prefer center. White balance auto, or you can also choose, of course, for example, tungsten. I prefer auto, so we go back to auto. We also have ISO from 100 to 800, and of course auto. Timestamp off and on. Here you can also choose if you want to have brighter or darker, or 0. I have no file inside, as you can see now, but if you see here, it is a live video at the moment. This camera also have Wi-Fi. It has 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, so it's very fast to deliver files to your tablet. You can also see that the Wi-Fi is on here. You can see the battery here. Here you can also do some settings. For example, turn off Wi-Fi, turn on Wi-Fi. Here it's searching for Bluetooth. I don't want to do that now. We go back to the menu. Here we have the settings, as we already checked before. Here we have the other settings. Adjust lens distortion on and off. Here you can select the Wi-Fi if you want to have 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. In this case it's busy. Alright, we have to wait. In this case I prefer 2.4 because that is what my tablet have. Here you can also format the SD card. You can set the camera for kind of default mode, what you prefer, timer, burst, time-lapse photo, slow motion, of course, that is very interesting too. Don't want to have that, so we go to time-lapse. Now we go back. We can also select here, that is the camera. You can select volume, you can select PAL or NTSC. Here you have the advanced mode, where you can have screen auto lock, never 30, 60 seconds and 120 seconds. I think 30 seconds is okay for me. Shutter, long press, you can adjust the shutter. If you hold, you turn off the camera, or if you want to have camera mode switch. I think I prefer turn off the camera. Video rotation, you can use the camera also as a dash cam, and you can turn, as you see, upside down. So we go back and try to get this correct again. I think I have to turn the camera so we can go back here and go into advanced again, and video rotation off. No, video rotation off. So now we are back again. So you can use the camera also as a dash cam, but it doesn't start automatically when you put the power to the camera. You have to turn on the power on the camera manually. You have also AV out. You can set date and time. So now we are going to look at how it looks with the free app you can download from Xiaomi. When you are in video mode or other mode, of course, you have the settings here where you can change the resolution. You have here the maximum resolution, 4K 25 frames per second, 4K Ultra, 2.5K 1440, 1080 50 frames per second, 1080 25, and so on. So I think we go to 1080 50. No, I will take 25 frames per second. You can also choose that here, 50 25. You see here, that is Ultra 50. We can go back here. Maybe we want to use just lens distortion. It is good if you are taking some photos or videos of persons or a landscape. Loop recording, that is what you are using when you have the camera as a dash cam. Video and photo, it takes videos and photos at the same time, which I think could be quite nice. Slow motion, you can do that directly here. I love that. That is 720 and 100 frames per second, so that is impressive. We go back here. You can also sorry, I forgot to show you. You can also change the rate. Slow rate 2, 4 and 8. Video quality, we already checked that one. Lens distortion, we checked. Volume, that is good to know. You can change the volume up and down or even mute. And this is the video mode. So if we don't want to have the video mode, we can go to photo. Here we also have settings. We go back here, brightness. You see it's here it's much lower, but I have the brightness on high because the battery lasts very long actually. So that is the photo mode. You have here 12 megapixels. We go back here, you have timer, so we go back again. Sorry, we click here. Here we have time-lapse photo, as I showed you before. Time-lapse video, I haven't tried that yet, so I don't know exactly how it works. I think it takes, you can see what you can do with it. Yes, you can take videos with 2 seconds interval up to 60 seconds interval. Quite interesting, I must admit. Video length, you can also, that is interesting. 6 seconds up to 120 seconds. Interesting. I haven't tried that yet, but of course I have to do that. Resolution here is 4K 25 frames per second or 2.5K 25 per second. So that was a quick introduction of the Xiaomi 4K action cam, which have a maximum of 12 megapixels. This I think is the best camera in the market for the price anyway. I have here my tablet, and here I have downloaded the Yi Action app, which is free from Xiaomi, and you can download it from the App Store or the Play Store. Let me see if the camera is still on. Yes, it is on. So we skip this. I don't want to log in. And we go to the camera. Select your device. Connect Wi-Fi. So here the camera is connected to the tablet, and here we see the settings you can make on the tablet. You can choose video mode, camera mode. If you have camera mode, you get the time lapse here. You can choose the same as you can do from on the camera directly. Camera album, I have nothing there, so we go back. We have up here, we have landscape mode, or if you prefer portrait mode. Here you have panorama mode. Here you have these squares, which you can use when you have to set the camera perfect aligned, so it is showing the landscape or what you're taking photos of, horizontal line. Here you have settings, the same as you have in the camera. You see we have chosen interval 10 seconds. We can also choose that here, for example 5 seconds. Now we have chosen 5 seconds. We have also here the resolution is the maximum resolution, as you will see here. We go back, metering mode here again, and timestamp. You see it's the same as you can see on the back of the touchscreen of the camera. So we go back. If we choose, for example, video, we cannot choose time-lapse, of course. We can have different settings here when you have video mode, resolution, and you see there's a lot of resolution to choose from.